Yep. Bless up.
Who's that?
The man himself, GUTTZY GUTTZ. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I say stuff a little bit different. People say
It's gutsy, but I don't mind the gutty guts still, like my girl don't like when people call me that, but I'm like, I don't mind the gutsy or the gutty guts.
that's how I call it. That's how I call you, man.
Yeah, it has a different ring. It has to me like, when the Caribbean parents get your name wrong, or what your name there? Gutty. I don't mind it still.
Yeah, my parents always talk like that, so it's in me. So I'm gonna say you don't even need to introduce yourself to the universe, but I'm gonna say introduce yourself to the universe to those who may not know who you are.
What's going on, people? It's the most uncut of uncutteries, the boy, the do-rag daddy, the do-rag bandit. You know what I'm saying? Ginobili G. Gutsy Guts in the building. What up, y'all?
So
shout out C-Row in the building.
You've been putting in work. I know you have a resume. People know it. I don't have to say it, but like your experience with the podcast system, right?
Yes.
What was your experience? How was it? Was it like more positive or negative for you, like getting into the game?
It was both. Being with We Love Hip Hop, it was both. Interviewing.
Bless up, C-Row.
The different people that I got to interview, the different people I got to interact with, the people I got to work with, man, like that was the positive of it. The negative of it is just freaking people, man. Toronto is a crazy place to promote to. I'll say that.
You know what? I'm feeling it now. I'm feeling that what you're feeling.
Yeah?
You got what you were feeling. I'm starting to feel that now.
Shout out all the people in the comments, man. Foreign Fifi, and Anita, Ace Fuego, Gucci Gang. Bless up, man.
So I'm going to ask you now, your love for hip hop, because you know what? This is different how I do things. Like, when did you fall in love with hip hop? Like, what made you fall in love with hip hop?
That's a good question. What made me fall in love with hip hop? I want to say the remixes. Like back in it, like I used to listen to music because like my mom and dad, they were music heads. My bro was a DJ, and then one of my mom's boyfriends after worked at a CD store, right? So it was always music was always around me. But when it came to like the actual music, I want to say it was the hip hop. It was the remixes. It was like the 4321 remix. The no remix, the Destiny's Child remix. What else was there? The Wyclef, Gone to November remix. There was something about remixes that made me really like, hip hop is just a different kind of ball game. You know what I'm saying?
So I see. I like how I just felt when I started watching We Love, it was you who brought me to watching it. Like I didn't know about We Love Hip Hop until like after a year into doing podcasting myself, right?
Oh shit!
I didn't know, and then when I watched it, I was watching it through 6 views.
Say word.
So when I was watching it, right? Bless up to Friday and everybody else, but I'm gonna give it to you. Your flowers, You have your own energy. Like you could do whatever you want. You get what I mean?
Appreciate that.
You get what I mean? Like. You're a leader in the culture. We need more of us. I'm going to be straight up. There's been a lack of black representation in the culture. Like like a face for a long time since Master T. Master T. Right? So what's going on now? We're coming, and a lot of people ain't used to that. You get what I'm saying?
Facts.
So we doing what we're doing right now, uniting and we're talking, chopping it up is what we need to do, because for a long time, my pops used to tell me, brothers down in Toronto in the 6th, this is an older head, there was too much hating. Man would do something and the man would copy him and he wouldn't show no love back. You get what I mean? That's before the Instagram and all that shit. My dad used to be a promoter too. He was a DJ too. I grew up in the sound, sound man system, all of that. So I seen a lot of the musicians, not just MCs, guys who were playing the music, guys who used to produce back in the day. So right now, what we're doing is revolutionary.
Facts. Super facts, man.
Yeah.
We're just, for me, it's like, I just felt like Toronto itself, it was missing the entertainment aspect. Like if you go over to the States, you have so many people, the Charlemagnes, the Joe Buttons, like, you have those people, and not only that, like they're entertainers, they're artists, the music artists, they're actually entertaining. Like you could talk to them and they're entertaining.
Yes.
And I felt like Toronto was missing that void, and I felt like I was that perfect person where I could come online and say certain stuff that the man them won't want to say or wouldn't. I don't know. It's just like, this is called a banana. It's not a yellow fruit. Only in jail is this called a yellow fruit. So like, I don't care to call this banana on road, but like the man them is like, oh, that's a yellow fruit. It's fire. It's just like, done them talks, bro. We're all grown. We're all men. Like, let's be better than that.
You know what? That's one reason I networked with people from the States before here, I never networked with no one from here when I was doing whatever I was doing. And you know what? You're right. The love, the 6, there's some love, but we gotta pick it up because I get pure love out in the South, the States.
Fact.
You know what I mean? I don't need to be, doing what I'm doing here, but I respect the culture, Toronto, because you know what? I got many supporters from America. If I wanted to, I could go down there. You too.
Yeah.
You could do the same thing too. Because you don't just talk to the normal people. You could talk to different type of people. That's the key. You can't put yourself in a box. Like, tell me what you think about the Toronto, the scene right now, the music scene.
The music scene is bright, but funny because I was having this conversation with Friday earlier. I just don't feel like the infrastructure for the city to be bigger is there just yet. So yes, you have, like, you have your 1-2 radio stations, you have like certain spots that you can go to, but I just don't feel like the energy is there within the city because I see so many dope artists, bro. Like, shout out to Black of the Dons, shout out to Kofi's, Cholo Cash, you know what I'm saying, Zero. But it's like there's no real place for them to go. There's no, you know what I'm saying? Radio stations are not hitting these guys up to tell them to go and come rock with them, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Rap Boy Ninja, like the Hood TMZ. Even that aspect of it is just like, you can't even talk about certain guys when you're podcasting or when you're putting up a live video without worrying about them getting into their feelings because you might have said something the wrong way. And then them can't even talk to you one-on-ones. They can't be like, yo, Sean, you see the live there you did? I wasn't really feeling that. They're just gonna unfollow you and just, be in their feelings.
You know what
and then claim that they're real.
Yeah, it's true. My experience is a balance, right? I see you guys been going hard for a long time. Your brother's been going hard, but the balance is what I see. I feel that.
Shout out Kenzo Tuni.
Bless up. The unity, we got to show people an example, right? I know it's hard. We got to build it up like a building. And right now, GUTTZ, Fridays are good brethren, PK Herc's up good brethren, Gucci, everybody. We just got to unite. We got to show people, right, a force and build it up because we could do it. We could have our own radio station, I believe now. My knowledge of what doing my research, but we got to build it up all through Canada, not just Toronto. That's the thing. Not just Toronto. We got to build it from Ottawa to Vancouver, and that's what Down to Earth is doing. You get what I mean? That's what we're trying to do right now to America. Some bands like
NFL T bands, like it's like, and shout out T bands. It's like they're in a group of artists where it's just like they can't get out. And it's no disrespect to the artists, but I think they have to realize that a lot of these blog pages don't go in like, yo, I'm going to be promoting artists. It's just something that ends up happening, bro. Like, I don't think Six Buzz was there like, yo, I'm going to make a platform to promote the artists. I don't think, shout out Kush, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't think these pages keep Six solid. Even We Love Hip Hop. I don't think We Love Hip Hop was made originally to say, yo, like, I'm promoting the Mandem. I think that was just there for, Friday thought of something to talk to people he knew. And then it became something among the city where it was so big that it was just like, yo, you're for the people kind of thing.
But you know what? To Friday, he's doing his thing, right? He came in how he came in, and he's strong. But my way coming in is as a promoter, right? To promote artists, because I really grow up under promoters. My older brother, Rastafari Samurai, when they were coming up in the Six, his brethren, you know how people roll with the crew or the gang, they were all promoters. These guys were smart, young black men from the Six, early 90s up until 2002. When you used to go to Caravana, these guys are the guys who put on the shows, a lot of the clubs. When you're going downtown, these are the guys who I could go into any club. So I seen the scene from a young age, right?
Yeah.
And these guys, they basically put the city on the map by bringing artists here like Genuine and other artists. I can't remember because I was the youngest one. I remember watching the Biggie concert after he died, watching Mace, I think, I forgot. All of them came down. Bad Boy came down, Puffy, all of them. I'm just saying right now, I learned how to promote. These guys used to be out 3 o'clock in the morning after the club was done with flyers, passing them out, walking Young Street, passing them out everywhere, having meetings every Saturday and Sunday. Had a website, 1996. You get what I mean? Remember
Yep.
Black Planet?
Of course, T.Wire. Come on.
These guys had a radio station too. They got a radio spot for a while. You probably listened to them.
Yeah? That's dope.
Remember Ill Kids? If you know Ill Kids?
Of course.
That's their brethren. So now you know what I'm saying. So that's me. I want to promote. Besides doing the podcast, I want to promote the artists like Don King. People think I'm crazy. I said Don King. You get what I mean?
That's big. That's big.
You could do it too.
Of course, we can all do it. It's there, and you know, shout out to the man like Drake and the others, Pressa, that are making these things more believable for like our audience. Because growing up, this shit wasn't possible. Like me being in the hip hop era and knowing back in the day when artists were coming out in Toronto, for you to just make it on BET was a big deal. Now it's bigger than that. It's bigger than BET. It's bigger than just like making it on Much Music or something. Like Toronto is just big, but the people just have to understand that the mandem that are, you know, they're the mandem, they're the hood mandem. They get into their thing. They have to understand what they're getting themselves into. This is a music business, the music entertainment business.
Yes.
This is not street entertainment business. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? Straight up, this is the medicine. You can't have a record if you want a hit record. You can't have a record if you want a hit record. That means going international, unless you have that money to pay. Like, you get what I mean? So you could travel. Bless up to Pressa. I personally think he's the next thing, no matter what. I've seen him from a long time coming. People are making fun of him in Virginia, but now everybody look. They see Pressa on the world stage. You get what I mean? Straight from Finch. You know, much respect. He's doing his thing.
He's a hood baby that made it. Like he's somebody that was in the scene that, you know, we see his struggles, and now look where he is now. Like that's crazy, and that's proper to see. And whether you like him or not, whether you like, you know what I'm saying? It's just motivation to me, where it's just like, yo, anybody from the city can do it, but you just have to have the grind and the work ethic.
You know what? It's motivation to me because my pops used to go into Finch and do community work, and back then it was the East. There was the East Side was banging with most of the hip hop artists. And then like Western had Ghetto Concept, they had Frankie Payne, and they had a couple other people like Jellystone, bless up. But the East was rocking it with everybody. You know, there's a list I can't even count, right? So it's good to see all these guys, these brothers from the West End coming up, because for a long time there hasn't been any guys like from the West End on the rise. If you include Drake, I don't know, Drake's central to me. You get what I mean? So, yo, I'm going to ask you now, what's your top 6 MCs of all time? It's interesting. GUTTZ.
Of all time?
Yeah.
Damn, of all time. That's sticky. Not in any order, but I'll just go Big Pun, Biggie, Drake. Okay, hold on. You're talking MCs, right? Not rappers.
Yeah. MCs, yeah. Rappers is different. Bless up C-Row.
Bless up C-Row. C-Row, you're not in my top 5 though. I'll give something here though. C-Row's actually in my top 5 songwriters in Canada.
Okay, respect.
I'll put that in there because I didn't know C-Row's pen game was that strong still.
No, he's good.
But getting back to it. Okay, so Big L, Biggie, Jadakiss, Ross, and Jay-Z. And my 5 switches are up sometimes, but that's who I'm off the top of my head.
Okay, so you got Ross. You got Rick Ross.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. He has pen game. He has pen game. Even though people.
Yo, Ross, Deeper Than Rap, super underrated album. The man them need to listen to super Deeper Than Rap. That album right there, Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ, I give you that. I like your selection still. You're being straight up Jay-Z too. Yeah.
Big L, or sorry, not Big L, Big Pun. One of the most I don't know if I said L or pun, but I meant to say pun if I said L.
Still got
Big Pun,
yeah.
most underrated artist, period.
It's true.
Period.
It's true. Because he brought that speed game up, and he's a big man. And he was doing that speed game. I know my hip-hop, y'all. Remember, I have two older brothers. People could guess my age. But I know you younger than me. GUTTZ. But, yo, right now, where are you from? The east or the west? People want to know. Are you from the east, west, downtown?
I'm from everywhere, but I ain't afraid to say I was born in the west, though. I was born in Rex. I was born and raised in Rexdale, but like I got love for everywhere. Like I did time in Jane, I did time in Driftwood, I did time in Birchmount and Finch, Malvern, Saga, Brampton. So I don't claim any hood. Until I get equity or property in one of these places or land in one of these places, I ain't claiming none of these blood clot places. Nope.
I love what I heard like that, man. Straight up. That's why you could talk to anybody.
I claim Toronto.
So what you feel now the scene has to do to reach the next level? Like we know kind of like me and you, but like what you think Toronto needs to do like to try to get more respect, or Canadian hip hop. Let me ask you about Canadian hip hop, not just Toronto.
Now I think it's a plethora of things. I'll go to the blogs first because I'm a blogger and I do like that kind of stuff. I think the bloggers have to stop promoting news and fuckery, and I think we need more bloggers promoting the music. So it can't just be, and we need more bloggers that are unbiased, because niggas will just post who they fuck with. Like, let's be real. Like people, all these blog pages, they post who they rock. Post everyone, fam. We need a page that just posts every artist that's actually serious. So that's one for the bloggers.
So since we love, you know, you're not there now. You've been out there still. I'm seeing your channel. You got that Twitch channel. I'm gonna support that for sure, 100%. Because
Mr. GUTTZY on Twitch. Make sure you guys go follow up.
Yeah, promote that, yo. That's what I want. I want you to promote that. That's how I am. See, there's a lack of that energy. You get what I'm saying? Because I'll be promoting GUTTZY Twitch all the time.
I don't even see that, and that's something I don't even ask, and I appreciate that, and that's something like I do too, and I think that's needed just in the city itself. Don't be afraid to show love. It's not dick riding, bro. I'm gonna add my own.
I'm gonna have my own Twitch. We're gonna have a couple Twitches, not just one.
Fam, shout out Rock Boy Ninja. I'm glad he typed in, because I've been shouting him out when I was on the show months ago, and he didn't ask. I didn't even care for him to shout us back, fam. I didn't care about that. But the fact that he was doing something that I felt that was missing in the city, and he was getting attention from something as simple as screen recording, but it was needed because people needed to get updated on what's going on in the city.
Yeah,
that's, you know what I'm saying? And I shout him out. Shout out Melanie Durant that has an interview on We Love Hip Hop that I wish I was a part of. You know what I'm saying? But still, like, we need more of that. Like, pages need to, like, We Love Hip Hop's one of the only pages that interviews somebody, but no one reposts them, and that cheeses me. You know what? Why does it have to be like something like that? Why can't people just repost out of love?
Now that you're saying that, that's what I do, and I'm gonna make sure I do that, because Friday is a good brethren, man. He linked me. You get what I mean? You guys, I seen you. You've been on some of my lives, you know, supporting. That's how we gotta do. So what I'm doing right now, I'm connecting and networking. I'm not just doing what people think. Networking with real people all around the world to help people down here. You get what I mean? I'm generous. If you need a link, I'll give it a link. And like Pricey, my cuz, you know Pricey. That's my cuz. Of
course. Hello.
So yo, my long lost cuz. That's my real blood. So right now we're linking with you know, No Polycast. He got the Price-ademic and stuff, down to earth. We all linking together. You get what I mean? So that's what we need to do.
Dope. And for the artists, a lot of Toronto artists gotta humble themselves.
It's true.
I think that's the biggest thing. Like, they have to realize, like, you're not there yet. You know what I'm saying? Humble yourself. Build relationships. Learn how to talk to people if you want them to play your music. It doesn't matter at what level you're at. Learn how to just yo, homie, yeah, I don't know if you got any time during the day, but if you can just listen to my music, give me some feedback, honest opinion, appreciate it. Just learn how to just communicate with people. I think that's Toronto's #1 problem. Nobody knows how to communicate with anybody.
You know what? I'm not gonna just, some people are overconfident, but my experience, a lot of the ones who go on like they're hard or like what you're talking about, my experience talking to them, that's why I don't just, some people interview people on the spot. I build relationships with them, right? Over a month, because we do our promotions like 2 to 3 weeks, right? I build that relationship with promo, and then I see a lot of them are real good brothers and sisters, right? So that's my style. I build a relationship with them, and then I promote. Because besides just doing the podcast, I'm a promoter and I'm an artist myself. So I know how it goes. You get what I mean? So it's not like you deal with a man who ain't sharp. So if they say, what do you know about this? Yeah, man, I'll test you. You sure you want to know? Because I go off the top of the head. I go off the top. I still want to get into that battle shit. Tell me where the battle thing is in Toronto. I'll go to that. I want that.
Which battle thing? Like the versus thing?
No. The what is it called again? The thing with the Toronto like battle league. What they had.
Oh, KOTV, I believe.
Yeah, KOTV. People forgot about that. They need to promote that. That needs to be promoted, like what we're talking about.
It's you know what it is? It's kind of like big up Blamo, big up I Shana Love. If any of the ladies in there want any wigs or anything like that, I Shana Love got styles by Juicy, her custom wigs and shit like that. And Blamo's one of the hardest artists out there. Big up himself.
Promote
yo, the battle rap scene is kind of like a R&B scene. It's in its own league.
Yeah.
So even if you talk about it and you don't know it, fam, people will raise you up, fam.
Well, you know what?
So it's like they're like a tight knit community. Like they don't want you in unless you're serious about it, kind of thing.
I like that because I am serious about it. I want to see I seen the scene how it is. To me, it's spoken word shit. That's easy shit for me. So I want that shit. Because there's MCs like me who been watching for a long time. A lot of these guys have time to think when they're battling. I don't need that shit. I don't need that shit. I know what I'm going to say, and I'm going to come cut you up with it. I ain't going to take no breaks.
Fact.
Yo, if you had a chance to interview anybody in the universe, who would you want to interview?
Jay-Z.
You pick the top.
Jay's my idol, man. That's the guy, bro.
Bless up the Sean Carter.
Jay's that guy. If you're going Canada now, I would have Drake. And I wouldn't even have Drake. I have The Weeknd. Because The Weeknd don't got a lot of interviews out there. Drake, you can find a 1-2 interviews. I would love to interview The Weeknd, bro.
Yo, let's put it out there, yo. I don't care. Drake?
Facts. Abel, holla at the boy, fam. I'll give you the dopest interview ever.
You guys are from the 6, the leaders of the 6. I'm seeing all the other ones who's looking up. You need to come on with Gutty Guts or me or Friday or some, because we're we're really bringing the culture.
Weeknd would be, I feel like he'd be a dope interview because I'm a man, like when I interview people, no homo, people just get comfortable with me. So like, it's just like, yo, like you're just comfortable, like I'm just chill, right? And I feel like, yo, me and Weeknd would have a dope ass interview. I actually, low key, I don't know if he remembers, I sold him weed before. That'd be fun.
Now we know.
That'd be fun.
Real recognize real, they know who Gutty Guts is. Everybody know.
If they don't know, they'll find out soon enough.
No, they know. Trust me.
They'll find out soon enough.
Because you have to admit, they have built a foundation, right? Bless up Melanie Durant. They have built a foundation. So they want to see what they have built. They're coming back. Likely or not, sometime they have to come back home. And when they come back home, what you have built, Friday have built, I have built, and others have built, I'm going to straight up say black journalism, because there's a lack of that interviewing ourselves. They're going to have to come to us because they don't come to us. Straight up. That's down to earth. They don't come to us. Who do they come to when they come to Toronto to get interviewed?
It's crazy too. Even when we did an interview with Pressa, Presser was just like, yo, when the interview was pretty much done, he was like, yo, this is the first interview where you guys didn't ask me one question about Drake. That's why I rock with you guys. And it's like, he had his publicist on, and he asked the publicist, he's like, yo, what is the next, you have the questions for the next people, right? They're like, yeah. What are they asking me about? Drake. And the first thing is just like, that's why they need us in there, because it's like, we know you guys. We know the Weekends, the Bellies, the Pressers, you know what I'm saying? All those guys that are over there, come interview with us, fam. Just everybody. That's not even just us in general. If you're artists out there, do more interviews, bro. Make it cool for the younger generation of Toronto artists to come out and talk and have fun on a platform. Because that's not out there. It's just like so taboo to come out and talk. And then when that's another thing too. If you're an artist and you want to interview, don't come and be stush, fam. Especially if you're gonna come and interview with GUTTZY. If you know me, I'm gonna ask you questions, fam. If you're gonna come, yo, the man there, man. I don't do this and do. Stay home, fam. Stay home. I don't want to interview you. I don't want to interview you, bro. I only want to interview people that want to actually be interviewed, want to be entertaining the people. Like, that's what I'm there for.
Yeah, that's true. It's true, because I had some cases.
Toronto Trev, I'm not controlling this right now. This is an interview. Just chill out, my guy.
No, listen, y'all. It's just me and GUTTZY right now, brethren. That's how it is, y'all. Bless up. But we'll link up. Bless up. Yeah. Right now, this is how I do it. I do it professional, y'all. When I'm like concentrating on the person, there's been times, you know, things happen, and you know, I can't make that. You can't make distractions go. But yo, right now, I want to ask you now, if you could do you're doing your thing on Twitch, right? Are you planning to do like another podcast type of system, like yourself? Is that it's a podcast to me, probably. Basically, I'm just hearing your voice, you know.
Yeah, the Twitch thing, I want to focus on a lot more, because I just have like freedom to like run music. People can send me their music, and it's not like Instagram where I can't play it or whatever, right? Or even YouTube where you can't play it. So there's a lot more freedom over there. But as far as podcasting, I will say you guys will be seeing me podcasting very, very soon.
Yeah.
I also have an interview series that is coming out very, very soon. That'll be on my YouTube channel personally. So that interview series, I'm trying to drop it next week, but frig, man, it's I got a lot of work. But yeah, hopefully that does it. But you guys will see me podcasting very, very soon again.
Yeah, man.
Big up Savvy the Ghost in the building.
Yo, I'm gonna say, yo, much respect for coming through, man. Much respect for coming through and like blessing the universe with some of your knowledge. I'm gonna keep supporting. I'm gonna repost. We love hip hop. Anything of GUTTZY Guts, you know. We gotta do more of this. You see what we're saying?
Yeah, for sure, man. You already know. Anything you need from me, hit me in the DMs. I know I'm terrible sometimes at getting back to people, but if you hit me, I will get back to you at some point. You know what I'm saying? Somebody was asking me what do I do for a job. I don't have a job. I'm a bum. I still live with my mom in her basement. You know what I'm saying? It's bum life. I ain't got no drip. That's why I only wear do-rags. You know what I'm saying? I got my line if you want to invest in me. You know what I'm saying? If you want to send me a job, send me a job.
Listen, about the job thing. Let me tell you about the job thing. That's an old thing now. Now it's about investing in yourself and try to start enterprises for yourself, because industries, you can't depend on them forever. Trust me.
No, but go work though. Don't listen. I'm never gonna tell no man to not work. Go work. I don't not no man's hustle. But definitely I'm not gonna tell nobody where the fuck I work or what I do.
Yeah.
But if you ever need promo, you ever need something to edit, you never need something like that, all that guts, I'm here for you. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the man have to go work, because some people don't have that in them, right? Some people don't have that entrepreneur skills or to just work for themselves. Like some people really do need to just work a 9 to 5. And there's nothing, I don't knock nobody for what they do, fam. As long as you're not murdering anybody, bro, I don't knock your hustle, bro.
Everybody got to work. Yeah, man. Working.
Everybody must work. Work hard.
Yo, bless up, GUTTZY Guts. Much respect. Yo, we got.
You don't know, man.
Bless up, brother. Down to earth.
All right, dog. Be good.
You too.